On Isla Nublar, a drowned park sleeps under dark clouds. Two mercenaries descend in a sub to steal bones. They cut a rib and float it up on a buoy. Above, a team sends a helicopter through heavy rain. A T-Rex bursts from trees and chases the crew. The officer catches the ladder as teeth snap inches away. The ladder breaks, and the chopper pulls free. Then, a Mosasaurus erupts and swallows him whole. 3 years pass. The island's volcano wakes and shakes the sky. People argue whether dinosaurs should live or die. The government refuses any rescue or funding or help. A billionaire, Benjamin Lockwood, offers a sanctuary island. His aide, Eli Mills, will fund extraction and transport. Trackers inside bodies will guide capture teams quickly. They also want Blue, Owen's smartest raptor. Claire finds Owen at a bar and pleads. He says no and walks away frustrated. That night, he replays Baby Blue's training videos. He misses her and changes his mind. Morning brings a plane, clouds, and quick introductions. Zia and Franklin the tech fly in. At Lockwood Manor, Benjamin dotes on granddaughter Maisie. He says she is like her mother in spirit. The housekeeper looks uneasy, but he stays kind. The plane lands. A full base camp already waits under black smoke. Ken Wheatley, a smiling trophy hunter, greets the team. Trucks roll through rusted gates toward the park center. A window shakes, and shadows move inside dead stores. And Zia steps out, amazed. A gentle Brachiosaurus lumbers by through falling ash. They reach the radio tower and hack the door. Claire's old handprint wakes the park's tracking system. Franklin brings screens to life and pings every implant. Many dinosaurs already blink from the mercenary ship. Blue pings deep in the jungle with a steady signal. Owen leaves the truck and continues on foot alone. Paw prints lead him past a wrecked field vehicle. A small herbivore darts from the dark. Blue steps out, wary, strong. Owen talks softly and offers food with slow hands. He reaches the moment where trust returns. Then darts hit Blue from hidden rifles. She screams and wounds a man with furious speed. He ignores orders and shoots live rounds at her. Blue collapses, bleeding, eyes fighting to stay open. Owen lunges at Ken, who tranquilizes him instantly. Zia grabs a fallen rifle and faces the ring. She says Blue dies without her medical hands. Guns lower because they need the raptor stable. Far away, the volcano finally cracks open and roars. The tower walls split and alarms cry everywhere. Guards run and slam doors, trapping Claire and Franklin. Trucks load Blue and flee ahead of falling ash. Owen wakes to a Sinoceratops licking his face. Lava hisses closer and the animal bolts terrified. Numb limbs drag through dirt as Owen crawls away. In the control room, Claire can't reach anyone outside. Franklin kicks open an old tunnel hatch by luck. Lava pours through cracks, painting the floor orange. A baryonyx climbs the tunnel and sees them cornered. Molten rock blocks it until Franklin throws a chair. It attacks him hard, and he yanks the chair back. They scramble up a ladder and slam the hatch. Outside, the mountain fires flaming stones across jungle. Owen sprints downhill with a stampede behind him. Claire and Franklin join him and dive through trees. They find a gyrosphere wedged behind a fallen trunk. Claire and Franklin climb inside and power it up. Two dinosaurs fight beside them and block escape. Then the T-Rex storms in and ends the brawl. The herd surges again, and Owen runs on foot. The gyrosphere rolls behind waves of terrified bodies. The cliff arrives, and everything drops into the sea. Water floods the sphere as rocks rain down. Owen dives under and tries shooting the door. A splash of magma knocks the pistol from his hand. He uses a knife and pries open the latch. Claire and Franklin swim up and break the surface, and see a helicopter above. Back at base, cages and crates cover the dock. The mercenaries stole everything and packed the ship. Zia treats Blue under guard, hands steady but worried. Ken pliers a Stegosaurus tooth for his sick collection. Claire realizes they were tricked from the beginning. They only needed her access and Owen's bond. Lava bombs hammer the pier and light the sky. The ship pulls away while alarms scream across ruins. The trio grabs a truck and gun the engine hard. They launch off the dock and crash onto the deck. The island burns as a Brachiosaurus calls through smoke. At the manor, Eli meets the auctioneer, Gunnar Eversole. They plan to sell dinosaurs to rich buyers worldwide. He also reveals a prototype hunter, the Indoraptor. It mixes genes for military use and control. Hidden above, Maisie overhears and trembles with fear. She runs to warn Benjamin, who thinks she misheard. On the ship, Claire, Owen, and Franklin sneak below. Zia needs a transfusion to save Blue's life. Only the T-Rex can match her blood type. Claire and Owen tiptoe into its container quietly. They slide a needle into thick, scaly skin. A guard shuts the door, and the Rex wakes raging. It thrashes, roars, and slams metal like thunder. Claire squeezes through ceiling bars, the door opens, and Owen dives out alive. They race blood bags back to Zia for surgery. She removes the bullet and stabilizes Blue's breathing. Elsewhere, Maisie slips into the hidden lab quietly. A screen plays Owen's old Raptor training footage. Baby Blue copies head tilts and learns trust. Eli enters with Dr. Henry Wu to discuss risk. Blue's DNA helped build the Indoraptor's temperament. They still need Blue alive to teach obedience. Maisie steps too close, and the Indoraptor sniffs her. It reaches through bars until she screams and runs. Eli grabs her, locks her in a room, and leaves. Benjamin confronts Eli about the secret auction tonight. Eli smiles thinly and suffocates him with a pillow. The ship docks in California under dim port lights. Franklin gets mistaken for crew and follows orders. Transport trucks roll toward Lockwood's mansion quickly. One by one, dinosaurs enter underground cages. Ken finds Owen and Claire inside a truck and smirks. He locks them in a cell and struts away. Eli visits to justify profits and private collections. Claire slams his head into bars, but he laughs. Upstairs, Maisie picks a lock with a hanger. She slips onto the balcony as cars arrive below. She climbs across stone and gutters to Benjamin's room. She finds him dead and hides in the dumbwaiter. Eli arrives, fires the housekeeper, and lies calmly. He opens the lift, hears nothing, and walks off. Guests gather in a hall beneath a glass ceiling. Gunner opens bidding with rare species in steel cages. Money flows while crates roll toward waiting trucks. In the cell, Owen whistles to a Stygimoloch next door. The dome head wakes and slams the dividing wall. It headbutts through, then charges their cell door. The lock breaks and the hallway opens wide. A shocked Maisie watches, then runs to Owen crying. Claire softens her voice and says she is safe now. Together they crawl into vents to watch the sale. Gunner unveils the Indoraptor as a prototype sample. Shocks pin it down while he lists combat features. A target laser makes it lock onto victims instantly. Gunner insists it isn't for sale, just demonstration. Eli hears bigger offers and says, "Sell it anyway." Dr. Wu objects and warns it is incomplete. Owen slips off to find the auction's power box. The Stygimoloch appears behind him, still eager. Owen smiles and rides the elevator with his idea. The doors open, and the dino charges the crowd. A guard lifts his rifle, and Owen tackles him. Fists fly while the Stygimoloch clears the floor. Eli orders the Indoraptor sent back downstairs. Owen fights through guards and pulls the cage lever. Panic spills into corridors and out the main doors. Ken wanders back inside and spots the Indoraptor. He shoots several darts into thick black hide. It plays stunned. Then he enters the cage. He reaches for a trophy tooth with pliers. It snaps his arm and eats him without ceremony. Gunner hides in an elevator with 3 terrified bidders. He shoves a woman out to press a button. She screams, drawing the Indoraptor's hungry gaze. The doors close on its face for 1 second. Its tail taps a panel and reopens the elevator. The screams end as blood paints the walls. Owen, Claire, and Maisie turn a corner and freeze. 2 guards and Eli block the hallway with guns. They demand Maisie, and Owen refuses with calm rage. He reveals the truth Eli keeps buried and cold. Benjamin's daughter died young, without any children ever. Using dinosaur cloning methods, he made a human clone. Maisie is that clone. The Indoraptor arrives and kills the guards instantly. Eli flees while Owen grabs Claire and Maisie. In the lab, Wu orders samples and embryos evacuated. He leans over Blue and demands fresh blood immediately. Franklin smashes him from behind with a tray and frees Zia from handcuffs. 2 mercenaries block the exit with rifles raised. Zia opens Blue's cage and dives behind cover quickly. Blue tears through both men and spills their ammo. Bullets hit hydrogen tanks, and Zia and Franklin run as the lab explodes behind them. Owen's group reaches a museum room of replicas. The Indoraptor eats a body and hears a radio. It stalks toward them, bending metal with one claw. Owen blocks a railing with a bar to slow it. The trio slips through a hidden door and runs. Zia and Franklin find hydrogen cyanide pouring out. The fans are dead because the power is off. They reboot systems and restore electricity and lights. The Indoraptor sees the trio through glass and strikes. A display collapses and pins it for a moment. Maisie runs for the dumbwaiter and vanishes upward. Claire's leg bleeds, and she kisses Owen quickly. She tells him to save the little girl now. The beast climbs the roof in rain and thunder. It opens Maisie's window with careful hunting claws. It crawls inside as Owen bursts through the door. Bullets hit armor and do nothing at all. Blue crashes in from behind and tackles hard. Dinosaurs thrash through furniture. Owen and Maisie scramble onto the balcony rail. Claire appears and points a laser at Owen's chest. The Indoraptor charges across the skylight toward the beam. The glass cracks under clawed feet and heavy frame. It hangs by talons and climbs for one final lunge. Blue slams it again and sends it crashing down. The Indoraptor lands on a skull display of horns. Blue looks back and disappears into night air. Downstairs, Franklin shows a deadly cyanide leak spreading. The ventilation shafts are damaged by fire and bullets. Claire opens all stalls and stares at the final door. She can't do it, and tears burn her eyes. Maisie presses the button and speaks without fear. "They're alive like me!" Dinosaurs flood out and crush the last gunman quickly. The T-Rex snatches Eli outside and ends his schemes. It stomps the DNA cases and ends the Indoraptor line. Outside, Owen reaches for Blue and smiles softly. He asks her to come home and be safe. Later, Claire and Owen take Maisie home together. Across the world, dinosaurs appear in everyday places: a beach, a zoo, and bright Las Vegas lights. Humans must learn to live beside new giants. Nature breaks cages, and greed builds dangerous monsters. But choice still matters. If you enjoyed this recap, subscribe to Epic Cinematic Recaps for more.